news breaking that Meghan Markle, her Balenciaga's own designer, invited herself, reached out to him and said, hey, I'd like to show up.
Yeah.
What do you make of this?
It's been revealed that Meghan Markle actually invited herself to this Paris Fashion Week show earlier this month. Now, the Balenciaga designer has claimed that she reached out and she said she would love to come to the show. I mean, Andrew, reading this, it does not surprise me.
How? How does Meghan not know to not laugh out loud when you're watching a fashion show? Like, obviously somebody must have tripped or fallen or just something awkward was happening that wasn't supposed to happen.
Hold on to your teacups, because this isn't a red carpet comeback. It's a career car crash in couture. Paris Fashion Week, the flash bulbs, the velvet ropes, the front row royalty. And then, out of nowhere, Meghan Markle decides to crash the party. No invitation, no schedule, just a last-minute text and a plane ticket. Within hours, chaos. Models panicking, PR teams rewriting seating charts, because when Meghan shows up, the cameras stop being about fashion and start about her. But this time, the crown she's chasing isn't royal, it's relevance. And what she did in Paris didn't just steal attention, it destroyed her reputation. So how did a self-proclaimed duchess become Fashion Week's biggest scandal? And what secret deal made this disaster possible? Stay with me, because once we follow the money, the story turns explosive.
She is familiar with clickbait and realizes that whether you love Meghan Markle or hate Meghan Markle, you're going to read an article about Meghan Markle.
Paris Fashion Week is the Super Bowl of style, planned down to the second. Designers rehearse for months, lighting is tested, music timed to heartbeats. And then, out of thin air, Meghan Markle inserts herself. No build-up, no respect for the process, just a make room, I've arrived energy. Insiders say the show's creative director was blindsided, but tempted. Who wouldn't be? A global headline magnet walking into your event for free PR? That's gold. Until it turns toxic. Because when the Duchess walks in, so does the circus. And in one night, Paris stopped talking about the collection and started talking about her laugh. Wait, what laugh? You'll see.
This, where she laughs and turns to her handler, Marcus, who is decidedly not amused. And neither is anyone around them. Somehow, this nobody, Marcus Anderson, knows not to be laughing at whatever just happened, but the Meg does not know not to laugh.
First, the puppet master. Meet Marcus Anderson, Meghan's shadow, her strategist, her alleged PR lifeline. Sources claim he orchestrated the Paris stunt, a desperate rebrand to shift her from failed Hollywood to fashion elite. He booked the hotel, handled the logistics, pitched it as her grand reinvention moment. But even he didn't plan what came next. Mid-show, a model stumbled. The room gasped. And Meghan, she laughed. Not a polite laugh, a camera-ready smirk while someone fell. And right there, Paris turned on her. Insiders say Marcus was furious. The woman he tried to polish into elegance had just exposed her ego to the world. Then came the truth no one expected. Days later, the creative director sat down for an interview, calm, confident, a little too relaxed. And that's when he said the quiet part out loud. They'd barely met, just a few texts, no friendship, no partnership, no creative alliance. That sound you hear? That's Meghan's PR story collapsing in real time. She'd sold it as an elegant collaboration between equals. But the truth? It was just a publicity trade-off. He got headlines, she got relevance. And the kicker? That dazzling white outfit everyone obsessed over wasn't even designed for her. It was rejected, a leftover from another A-lister who said no. But Meghan took it anyway, not chasing prestige anymore, just chasing placement. And finally, the money trail. Behind the glamour, nothing added up. Private jets, 5-star suites, chauffeured cars gliding through Paris. So who paid? Not Meghan. Insiders from the Plaza Athénée confirmed that every invoice, hotel, transport, meals, was billed to the fashion house itself. That wasn't independence. that was a sponsored guest pretending to be a star. And when those bills leaked, the brand panicked, and Meghan's silence suddenly looked like guilt.
But he says, no, we didn't invite her. She reached out to us and said she'd like to come. And we said, hey, why not? Because it'll make a viral moment, which we know we need.
Within hours, TikTok detectives went feral. Parisgate trended worldwide. Clips of Meghan's laugh, zoom-ins on the rejected dress tag. Threads titled, "Who Paid for Meghan's Fashion Vacation?" racked millions of views. One tweet summed it up perfectly. She didn't attend Paris Fashion Week, she hijacked it. Another went viral with 200K likes. Imagine laughing at a model falling when your own career is tripping. Even fashion insiders joined the roast. One stylist posted a single emoji under a clip. $. Translation, bot, not invited. Would you believe her if you saw that clip? Comment below, because the receipt don't lie.
How? How does Meghan not know to not laugh out loud when you're watching a fashion show? Like, obviously somebody must have tripped or fallen, or just something awkward was happening that wasn't supposed to happen.
Then came the silence. Not from Meghan, she never stops talking. From her agency, William Morris Endeavor, the powerhouse that reps A-listers, posted nothing. No press release, no photos, no congratulations. They acted like she didn't exist. And in Hollywood, silence is a death sentence. Agencies hype their clients for free. They post every crumb of success. When they don't, it's because they're quietly cutting ties. Insiders say WME had already given up on her. Too unpredictable, too self-destructive, too Meghan. And just as that realization hit, the worst news broke. Fashion executives inside the brand confirmed that before Paris, they'd considered making her an informal ambassador. After Paris, that offer vanished. All it took was one laugh, one lie, one unpaid hotel bill.
This person who thought these little things were such big deals, she needed to try to shame everybody for years.
Here's where it gets brutal. This wasn't just a PR flop, it was self-sabotage in designer heels. Meghan's Paris stunt was supposed to prove she's independent, that she doesn't need the monarchy's approval. Instead, she proved she can't function without it. While Harry's in court begging the UK for taxpayer-funded security, she's in Paris proving they can travel alone just fine. She undercut his entire legal argument in Dior gloves. Insiders say the Home Office noticed. Why grant royal-level protection when Meghan just toured Europe solo? In trying to look powerful, she made her husband look powerless. Again. And remember, this was her chance to reclaim Diana's legacy, to walk through Paris with dignity, not drama. Instead, she mocked a fallen model while wearing a borrowed dress. The comparison wasn't just bad, it was insulting. You can manufacture a moment, but you can't fake grace. And when the Paris lights faded, the industry decided Meghan Markle isn't fashion's future, she's its cautionary tale.
How pathetic is Meghan Markle? How disgusting, not only that she invited herself, but that she went to Paris, a city in which her husband refuses to step foot because that's where his mother died.
So let's wrap this up. Paris was supposed to be Meghan's rebirth. It became her reckoning. The bills exposed the truth. The laughter exposed the ego. The silence from her agency exposed the reality. She's alone in an industry that thrives on allies. Because in fashion, respect isn't bought, it's earned. And Meghan keeps overdrawing her account. If you love your scandals served cold, hit subscribe. This story's just getting started. And trust me, the next chapter will be even messier.